Today we got a guest speaker that's going to be coming on, Kathy Tate from MBA Settlement here in Stafford. She's going to be covering some great information on contracts, guys, and kind of what happens behind the scenes. And then we'll open it up for a little bit of Q&A as well. Yeah, Raquel says she loves Kathy. Me too. Kathy's awesome. Amazing. All right, guys. Again, welcome to our Friday Mastermind. If you have any agents that you've been talking to that's looking at EXP, thinking about EXP, business owners, get them on. Send them a quick text, send them the link, and tell them to join us this morning. Want to have a packed house by the time Kathy gets on here. So any agents that on your team that's not on here, you don't see them, tell them to get on. It's going to be very informative, educational information that they can take and apply it and help their business. So about 2 more minutes, guys, and we'll kick off with some preliminaries before Kathy joins us. So again, welcome everybody. We like to kick off these meetings talking about, having an attitude of gratitude, just thinking about as part of my morning routine, kind of some gratitude statements, what I'm thankful for, what I'm grateful for on this morning. Grateful, to God just to wake up this morning, excited about what he's doing in my life. He's blessing my family, blessing us with this amazing team, the dream team. So if anybody, we can just go around the room, what you're grateful for. What are you thankful for on this beautiful Friday morning? Anybody want to kick it off?
I'm thankful for everything. I'm thankful for the way I'm living, the way I have a chance to live with my family, with everybody, and I'm grateful that I am part of the dream team, and I'm talking to you right now. That is a plus because we are actually working together. That is a very good chance. So I'm grateful for everything, for any moment. And I hope I can enjoy the life together.
Amen. Good, Glom. Grateful for you too, Glom.
I'm grateful for a restful night's sleep. I'm grateful for being on this morning call, and I am grateful for the energy to do what I need to get done today.
Yes. Awesome, Raquel.
Good morning. I can't let enough to let God know that I am grateful for him putting me on the wake up list this morning. I am grateful to wake up with a healthy mind and a healthy body. I thank God for loving me enough to save me. I thank God for each one of you that's on this dream team and what God is doing in our lives right now.
Awesome. Thank you, Teresa. Amen.
Good morning. I thank God for my life, health, and strength. I thank God for just allowing me to see another day. I just thank God for family, for friends, for my church, and I thank God for favor.
Amen. Awesome. If you're just joining us, we're just going around the room, a few gratitude statements. What you're grateful for this morning?
Hey, good morning, dream team.
Morning.
All right. Hey, I'm just grateful to be a part of this awesome collaboration of the dream team that we have here, and glad to just be here in another month starting off and going into the holidays, and being able to be around family. It's a great thing. My church family, my natural family, my friends. Definitely don't take that for granted, and I'm grateful that my church is having Harvest Life Men is having a men's retreat starting today through Friday. I'll see Pastor Rod there, and it's going to be an awesome time. We haven't had one in 2 years since the pandemic. We used to do it every year out in Leesburg Conference Center, and so this will be our first one in 2 years. So I am flat out excited and grateful that I could be with the brothers, let my hair down, and Well, okay, I ain't gonna let my head off. That was already, but be able to, hanging with the fellas this week, and hear from our bishop, and praise God, praise the Lord. I'm excited about that. So I'm grateful for that. Yeah. I'm gonna be a new man come Monday call. So
All right.
when we gone.
We're going to the mountaintop.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Tim. See you this evening. Anybody else, guys? What you grateful for this morning? Just a few more, then we're gonna shift gears.
Good morning. I'm grateful for God waking me up this morning and for all the blessings that God has bestowed upon me and that he will bestow upon me in the future.
Amen.
Amen.
No, that's right. All right, guys. Any wins this week? Any wins? Anything we want to celebrate you? Any quick wins? What's something good happening in your business this week?
Yesterday, I had a call from a young lady I met at an event not too long ago, and she was actually doing she's actually trying to sell a product for a company, and I was talking to her, telling her, you sound like you'd be good in real estate. And yesterday she gave me a call. Well, she called me like the day before, and we've been playing phone tag, but we had a good conversation yesterday, and she said, I've been thinking about this thing. It's been on me, and I just really want to, get involved in real estate and love homes, and and I mean, she's a great personality, and we talked for a while, and she was like, look, I'm ready to go ahead and do it. So she's gonna be signing up for the real estate course. So I mean, it's just awesome for somebody, to just reach back out and just was flat out excited, like I really got to do this. I mean, she was just like, and I said, well, it's and sometimes we don't know what people got going on in their life, challenges, thinking about career moves, thinking about, how they're going to take care of their family, and, and to be able to present this kind of opportunities to them, but to have the ability to do that because we are in real estate, to be able to help somebody else and lift somebody else up, which is great profession that we have in real estate. It's just as gratifying as helping a new buyer or a new seller write a contract on the house. So,
awesome. All right. Congrats, Tim. That's awesome. All right, guys. Some other quick wins, guys. Then we're gonna shift gears before Kathy joins.
Yes, I got a new buyer this week and got him pre-approved, and we're just out looking for him a home now.
Woo. Awesome.
awesome.
Congratulations, Teresa.
I
Got my
Mhm.
I was able to pick up my first rental client. So I will be meeting with her tomorrow for us to go out and see some listings.
Awesome. That's awesome. Congratulations.
Yes. Rod, for me, one of my rental clients actually signed a lease. So we're just waiting for the landlord to sign his own portion to have a ratified lease. So,
Ooh, all right.
Congratulations, Mimi.
thank you.
Congratulations, Mimi.
Yeah.
Great meeting you too, Mimi, at the property. Thank y'all for coming to the photo shoot.
No problem.
Good. Any other wins, guys?
Yeah, again,
come on. Yes, sir.
again, good morning to everybody.
Morning.
I had closed yesterday.
Woo!
There was a
All right,
buyer,
Noah.
my first buyer, I closed the deal, but one thing, I hope nobody get with the cardinal title because they have a kind of a issue. Yesterday, we had the closing at 10, but we wait till 1 o'clock. Because
Oh,
of the wiring, my client wired the money on Wednesday, but they did not get it till 1 o'clock yesterday.
oh man.
Because they had the money, but they kept it, so many phone calls, so many other things. Finally, then they said, yeah, we received the money. So they did not accept the cashier check. They just go by the, wiring. But
Mm.
their wiring system took like 2 days, actually, to get the money or the fund to the cardinal title because of their bank system.
Ooh,
So that was one experience with the cardinal title. And plus I have a new listing, which is by the end of this meeting, I will add it to the MLS.
okay,
That's a single family in Fredericksburg City in Virginia.
nice.
So that's
Nice,
for 729,900.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Awesome.
That's a single family. That's a 20 build this in 2022. And that was on July, built it in July. So the seller is selling back. So I listed almost, so which is I'm actually put it in the market after this meeting is ending. So that's a 6 bedrooms and with 5 full bathrooms. And that's a almost brand new home.
Wow.
Yes.
That's nice.
Congratulations, Mom. That sounds like a
Yes,
nice
yeah.
one.
So that's what it is so far.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you,
Yeah,
thank you,
congrats.
thank you, thank you.
Nice. All right, any others guys, 1 or 2 more? Okay, that's again, in a few minutes, Kathy Tate from MBH is going to be joining us, talking about contracts, some of the things that agents, kind of pitfalls and reminders for us when we're completing our contracts, and also to give us a little background insight of what happens behind the scenes. I know a lot of times, we just send it over to the title company and then we show up for closing, but a lot of times agents don't know what's happening behind the scenes. What does the title company do? So she's going to be breaking some of that down for us, and we'll open up for a Q&A as well. Just a little, again, welcome everybody. Welcome to our dream team. We have any guests on for the first time? Anybody here for the first time with us? Does anybody have a guest on? Okay, well, welcome everybody. Welcome, glad to have everybody in with us. And I think Kathy Tate's coming in here a second. I see her in the waiting room. So got just a few things. It is, if those are EXP, 11 a.m. is our company-wide meeting. So jump on that company-wide meeting, 11 a.m. Eastern time, to hear all the updates from our founder, Glenn Sanford, Jason Gessing, and all the education department. EXP is rolling out a lot of new initiatives, guys, a lot of new initiatives, a lot of programs and designations and things that you can get signed up for, like express offers, the reload, luxury. Oh man, there's so many others that are rolling out, and a lot of it was introduced at the conference a couple of weeks ago. So make sure you pop in. Hey, I see Kathy. Good morning. Good morning. So pop in at 11 a.m. and hear about the updates, what's happening at Exp Realty. Also, guys, it's we're at the beginning of brand new month, November. So we want to put the pedal to the metal. Keep running hard throughout this year. Don't stop, don't let up. I know it's some holidays, guys. Like we were talking about it on our other meeting. That's only 2 days, guys. 2 days. 2 big major holidays. Maybe Veterans Day. I throw Veterans Day in there too. And for me, got to throw in the Marine Corps birthday. That's a national holiday for us. So but guys, other than that, we need to keep rolling. Don't stop, guys. A lot of agents slow down. They stop at the beginning of November, and they're wondering why they're not getting commission checks until April. Your kids start getting skinny, and the family starts getting mad because it ain't no income coming into the house, guys. So you can't let up. You can't let up during this time. You got to press through this last quarter, finish this last quarter, finish the year out strong. 10x everything, guys. You got to talk to more people. You got to have more conversations. The market has shifted. If you don't know this by now, the market has changed. So you got to do 10x, 10 times what you did before. If you were barely prospecting before, you're going to be struggling. I'm going to just be, me, I'm going to be straight up with y'all. If you're not prospecting, you're not lead generating, you're not time blocking, if you're not making enough conversations, you're going to be hurting these next 6 months to a year. So you really have to double down on everything in this time, in this season, this market, guys. You got to double down. You got to get in your listings. You can't just let that thing sit out there forever. You got to get good at having tough conversations with your sellers about making adjustments. The market is telling you that you're priced too high for this time and season, this time and space. Right now, what's going on in the industry, the market, they're priced too high. If they want to get this home sold, they got to adjust the price. They got to bring it down. They got to listen to the market. Market's telling them, I'm not paying that much for it now. With the rates up, everything that's going on, the fear that's out there, they got to adjust the price. So anybody having those type conversations? Just me?
Yes. No, yes, I had to have that
Absolutely.
conversation. Yeah.
Got you. Yeah, you can't be afraid. You can't just list that. You're doing them a disservice if you just let it sit out there and you're afraid to like tell them you price too high. We're not getting any showings. We're getting sporadic showings, no offers. We got to reduce the price. If there's equity in that house, if there's equity, they may not be able to make the 6 figures, the 150,000 like they could 2 years ago. If there's room to move down, let's move it down. If not, we probably may need to wait. But you just can't sit out there forever and just hope somebody, hoping and praying that it's going to submit an offer. Yeah, you pray on it, of course, but you got to make some adjustments, guys. You got to do your due diligence, keep them informed. Okay, guys, I'm not going to go on. Kathy, I want Kathy to come on here.
Rod, Cam's trying to get in the meeting too.
Say that again.
I'm
Cam's
in now.
trying to
Thank you.
get. Oh,
Oh,
there
okay,
you go.
okay, good. Man. Woo! Kathy Tate, my favorite.
Morning.
Welcome, Kathy. We're so glad to have you.
I'm always excited to be here. Hi, Linda, Lewis, where'd you go? I saw you. Hi, Cam. Hi, Rodney, Tim.
Morning, Kathy.
I know Kathy knows everybody.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So
Wow.
can I start rolling, Rod, or do
You
you?
can start rolling. I'm gonna make you co-host in case you want to share anything.
I don't have anything to share today, so it's just gonna be, I've got some, I was gonna start by piggybacking off of what you're saying. The market's changing.
Yes, ma'am.
So some of the things, just like you, I have to change, also as the market changes. And, talking to other title companies, talking to a lot of people, the one kind of real estate that hasn't gone down is commercial. Commercial's actually going up. So when you think about trying to do different things, that's always a thought to jump into commercial. It's not easy, and Rod would always, help you to get to that point. But that's also just a different idea. It's a totally different beast, but yet it is pretty steady. So, I'm looking for more commercial business, and maybe that's something I can give you as a tip to, hey, maybe start thinking about going that avenue. Also, wholesalers, this is the time these investors are out there looking for these homes, taking them over. And so wholesaling is another thing, a huge thing that's out there that MBH can help you with. We do those closings. Maybe we can do a one-on-one. These are just some of the things that we're starting to see. I can tell you MBH didn't used to do these kind of closings because it's sometimes you're assigning buyers, and we used to just kind of stray away from that because over the last 20 years, wholesaling has gotten a lot more professional and not so snakes in the grass, like predators. So that's another avenue to start. Maybe we can do a whole morning.
Just a little announcement.
Yeah.
EXP does not allow their agents to wholesale. So
and we didn't used to either. So thank you, Rod. No problem. And that's
maybe a spouse's name, somebody else, a friend's name, maybe working with a friend that can do it and put it in their name.
Yeah. No problem. And that's really great. Thank you to let me know. But MBH never used to until last week. So so we'll move on, but commercial is always a great thought for you guys too. So I was also, go ahead. Sorry, Rod.
I'm sorry, I was on me. They always hear me say though, work with wholesalers because they always find deals, and some of those deals can turn into a traditional deal. I do several of those a year. I partner with wholesalers, and they have deals that are maybe too skinny for a flip and flip person, but they're perfect for a retail sale, and you can list those properties. And
And two, as you know, as you have buyers, if you have investors, to try to maybe look for those kind of, I mean, so yeah, there's a lot of opportunity in there without, like you said, being the actual listing agent. So 100%. Hey, it's all about making revenue. So I can tell you MBH never used to do these, but it's revenue. So it's, you know, workarounds. So I'm going to talk about when you guys start killing it and, you know, constantly sending business and when you get that contract and you deliver it to MBH, I'm just going to kind of talk about what happens when we take over, what I've seen that may help to streamline the process and all of that. So as I'm talking, I never mind people jumping in and asking questions. And I always like to say the first thing, and you probably hear this all the time, is filling out your contracts completely and correctly. On a title company's perspective, when we get these contracts and everything is filled out from FERPTA to who's doing the pest to is it owner occupied, these are the small things that mean a lot. So when we get a contract that's missing some of these things, then we have to reach back out. We have to bug somebody. We have to figure out these things. And so if it's right the first time, it just kind of makes it a lot cleaner for everybody. I'm sure your broker would like a clean contract. We would like a clean contract. So those are the things that I see a lot that aren't filled out. Is it a FERPTA or is it not a FERPTA closing? And I know as a buyer's agent, when you're writing these contracts, maybe you don't know, but when the sellers fill it out, make sure that they filled it out, whether it's going to be a FERPTA. And owner occupied. For us, why we think it's important for owner occupied, or if it's an investment, when we prepare the deed, we need to know where are these people going to receive mail? Where does the real estate taxes go? Because whatever I put on the deed, that's what the county is going to use and send to the owner. So if the owner is not buying this for a owner occupied and they're an investor, they don't want their real estate tax bills and everything to go to the property, the renter, who's never going to pass it on to them. They want all that information. So just keep that in mind too. If you have an investor or if it's their second home, make sure we know so that we can prepare the deed correctly. Just another nice thing that keeps issues after the closing, during the closing, just makes it nice and neat and clean, and you're going to look great to your buyers that you thought about that ahead of time. If you could, when you're sending us contracts, when you're sending it, those emails for the buyers and for the sellers. I know Julie Turner does a great job of collecting all that information, but if you could just go ahead knowing we're going to need their information anyways. You think about it, we're going to work with you, we're going to work with the buyers, we're going to work with the sellers. So if all that information is given to us at the very beginning, we're not going to have to keep reaching back out to you. So email addresses. Now, MBH, especially the MBH Stafford, every agent is different. So we treat every closing and every agent different. We want to know how you want to communicate. Do you like Qualia? Do you like a phone call? Do you like email? Do you like texting? Because I'm a texter. You know, I know if I'm not getting through to the realtor or client by calling or emailing, I'm texting. And next thing you know, I get it right back. So, you know, have that conversation and we will do whatever you guys want us to do. Any questions so far? Concerns, comments?
And TCs too, if you have a transaction coordinator, MBH is great about including them too.
Yeah, we put them in. So we have Qualia. So at MBH, I know everybody's not in Virginia, not everybody uses MBH. So at MBH, we have this awesome platform, Qualia, where everything is put in there. And as soon as we know that you have a transaction coordinator, we're adding them also into Qualia. So they're copied on every single thing that you are. And if you don't, we have realtors that go, hey, you can take my email out of Qualia and my transaction coordinator is going to do everything. Whatever you want, that's what we're going to do. And it really makes the process smooth and hopefully for the realtor, stress-free. And then those EMDs, you know, I don't know how everyone else's title companies at MBH, we hold EXP's EMDs, and we have several ways for your buyers to get it to us. And one of the things we do right away is send out that email when we know we're holding it with the 3 ways that we can get EMDs. There's the bank shot where you, like the client is just going to take a picture of his check front and back, and it goes directly into that. You can also do a wire, you can do FedEx. I mean, we give them and we provide the FedEx so they don't have to pay for it. There's several ways for MBH to obtain that EMD. So once again, that takes the stress off of the realtor so that you guys don't have to be bogged down by all those details. So we're great about making sure we get those EMDs. We're good. Can I keep going and rolling?
No, you're good, Kathy. Yes.
Okay. So once we've got that contract, we've got all buyers' information, we got all that information, we've got your transaction coordinator in Qualia, our file is set up correctly, then the real work for the title company begins. And so what we do next is then we're going to go ahead and order that title work. And at MBH, we don't mess around. We get that title work in as fast as we can. We have great abstractors, in-house title abstractors that we work with, and they get that title work as quickly as they can, because we know that there can be title issues. That is what we're looking for. So if there is a title issue, we know as soon as possible so that we can start working on it, make all parties aware, and get to closing on time. And that is so important, that you have the communication with your title company, whoever that is, that the title work is clear, because we can't close without it.
This is Tim.
Hey, Tim.
How you doing?
I'm good.
I got a question for you.
Sure.
So when you're doing that title work and you find a lien, something like that, and it needs to be clear, and they find there's a water bill need to be paid, or whatever the lien is, and it gets paid off mechanics lien, and it gets paid, how long after that's paid does it take to record that so they can update the deed or whatever they need to?
That's a great question. So what we do is, if we know we've gotten through to I mean, sometimes it's a bank, sometimes it's, you know, it could be anything. Mary Washington, medical liens. These are things that we see a lot of. Child support liens. If we have the payoff from, say, the hospital or Mary Washington, if we have the payoff for the mechanics lien, and we know they've paid it off, we've seen a copy of the release at MBH, we'll go ahead and close it, so we don't delay the process, the closing. So we get approval to close knowing it's going to be recorded. So we're willing to take that risk so that the buyers can move in right away and the sellers can sell their property. That's the other thing that you want with a good title company too, is ones that, you know, they will make those decisions so that everybody can go to closing. But that's a great question.
I'm sad I didn't get to use you on a deal I got going on for 2 weeks. It's been a lien, and it's Samuel, somebody down in whatever. They do a lot of foreclosed properties.
Samuel White, yeah.
Yeah, Samuel White. And They had a lien. The lien got paid over a week ago, a week and a half ago, and they still haven't recorded. So we're clear to close. We've been clear to close since a week, and we can't clear to close because they hadn't recorded it. And I'm like, what's the procedure to record this deed because it's paid? So, and the title company told me, hey, yeah, it's paid. We see that it's paid, but we just waiting for them to record. And I'm just like, that's why I wanted to know, what's the process? Do I need to go talk to somebody, jump on somebody's head, or what? But okay.
Yeah.
I always try to steer my client. Okay, I'm not gonna say steer. Okay, wrong word. Recant. I walk that back. I walk that back. I try to let my clients know that I like dealing with title companies, that I know that I can reach out, contact the attorneys, and really know that they have my back in these situations. So I do recommend MBH. Very strongly, highly recommend MBH.
Well, thank you. I mean, Rod knows, right, Rod? We're working together right now.
Absolutely, we're working together right now. Kathy, you're welcome to talk about that one. I don't mind. Yeah.
Oh, you don't mind?
No,
All right.
That's okay.
So we have a landlocked property in Stafford that Rod and I tried to close last year, and it didn't move forward. Here we are this year, and Rod called me a couple days ago and said, are you willing to talk to this prospective buyer's agent about what you know about this property? I'm like, absolutely. So we start talking, and I'm working on finding an answer to this. So Rod, just so you know, I talked to Ying, I think that's her name, a long time yesterday, a long time. I mean, I got on Stafford GIS. We looked at every property around this thing. I called surveyors. I called my title abstractor. My title abstractor went down to the county to look for, so she was, by the way, Rod, she's blown away, and she's going to start using Stafford MBH.
Awesome. Good.
But I'm a partner. I'm Rod's partner. Rod calls and says, this is what I need. And whether it is the middle of the boom, like last year, Rod, it's my goal that you guys never know that I'm crazy busy. I mean, sometimes it just happens, but my goal is to help you. First of all, look great. And second of all, get to closing. So it doesn't matter what it is. I will always get on the phone. I will go over and above to solve these title issues every single time. And, it's really important to have a great title company, a reputable title company, and, a title company that has a lot of years of experience. So yeah, Rod, I think we're not there yet. We got a long way to go, but we're doing the title search on the neighboring properties right now.
Okay, awesome. Good. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes,
Tim, you're right. I mean, you got to have a title company you can call and troubleshoot. I'm a troubleshoot. I love to troubleshoot.
Appreciate that.
Give me a problem. I know that sounds weird, but give me a title problem, and I won't give up unless that's that. Unless that has to happen.
Even if we have to do split settlements, even if the buyer or seller, whoever's on the other side, chooses a title company, I still prefer to bring it to my folks who I feel like my partners I can reach out to, because you never know what's going to happen during a transaction, and you want somebody who's an advocate. I know you guys have to be neutral, you bring in both parties, but at least I can get some consultation or some advice from my folks, my people.
Yes. Well, I love EXP, so I always have all y'all's back. No doubt. And it kind of rolls into surveys. And so I do know in different states, sometimes a survey is automatically ordered for a closing. I think Florida, you have to have a survey at every closing. I could be wrong. But in the state of Virginia, it is one of those things that it's up to the buyer whether to order a survey or not. So I didn't know, Linda and Cam, if that's one of the questions we ask your buyers through qualia is whether they want to have a survey or not.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So that is, we make sure that your clients know that they have a choice. We have a conversation with them. Thanks, Linda. We have a conversation, and we even do a follow-up email to say, you said no, we just want to make sure that's what you want. So we don't order them automatically because they don't have to have them, but we also let them know the importance of having a survey. Now, if it's a townhouse and you're right in the middle of a row of townhouses, I mean, really, I don't, you know, there's times that I say, oh, you don't really need that. Don't want you to spend $400 on something not needed, but we're always here to answer the questions about surveys, what they show, what, you know, we see a lot of fence encroachments, we see sheds on other people's yards, playgrounds. I can tell you a nightmare, and it was here in Stafford years and years and years and years ago. It was in our office. They didn't get a survey. I had like 3 emails from the buyer saying no survey. It had a pool in the backyard. He went to go sell the property. His buyers for his contract got a survey, and most of his pool was off of the back of the property along with the pool house, and it was on a Dominion Power easement. And since he waived his survey, he didn't have any recourse. I don't know what happened to it because it was years ago, but it was bad. So those are really bad scenarios that can happen. It was actually in a neighborhood. So I would say you don't want to be the person to answer the question whether your buyer should have or get a survey. You certainly don't want to be the person that answers or says, why don't you waive your title insurance to save money for closing? Why don't you go from enhanced to standard? You know, those are big things that if something was to happen when your buyer went to go sell that property and there was a title issue and they waived their title insurance or their survey because of something that maybe you had a conversation, those are things that put it on us. It's what we do. Put it on your title company, let us speak about it, and then they can make their decision. So in the end, you know, you've done your due diligence, and that decision is not anything because of you. And I say this just because I do sometimes, and it's actually usually loan officers telling buyers, hey, if you want to save some money, that owner's title insurance is it's optional. And you know, I would never, they're not title agents. I don't talk about the loan process. I don't talk about what you guys do. I stay in my lane. So I think too, you want to just make sure even during the this process, you stay in your lane.
I like that. That's
Yeah.
good advice.
It is. I think it's really good advice. And I say these things because obviously these are things that I've seen happen. So just put it on us and know that we have your back. We would love to talk to your clients about it. And I'm just going to put this out there because we just had a managers meeting the other day, and I try to tell all the buyers about this. Has anyone seen the commercial title lock? And it's got Newt Gingrich and like the former FBI out there. So it's called Title Lock.
I've heard it commercial. Yeah.
Yes.
I just
Okay.
saw an infomercial for that.
It's an infomercial and it's pretty scary. I mean, I watched the whole thing and I was ready to buy it, and I'm in the business. I was that scared. But because everything's changing and all the deeds now are being e-recorded for the most part in all the counties, there's going to be a rise in fraudulent deeds being transferred out from the owner to somebody else because it can be e-recorded now. It's going to happen. I mean, I'm not planning on it being an epidemic or anything crazy. So Title Lock wants your buyers to send them money every month to watch the deed at the county. If your buyer purchases enhanced title insurance, not the standard, but enhanced, they are now protected forever. There is no need, bye Linda, there is no need for your buyer to ever give Title Lock a dime. Because if they went to go sell or refinance and somebody did transfer their title out, they have their owner's title insurance. They pull that out and they're protected. So I almost want to get Art Grace, our attorney in Gainesville, got an actual postcard in the mail from Title Lock, and he's putting it on the closing table now to use that as an example. I talk about it at closing, but hey, if anybody gets a flyer from Title Lock, let me know. I want it because I'm going to put it on my closing table to let them know. Don't waste your money on that.
Hey, Kathy,
Mhm.
can you talk about void and release of EMD? A
Oh.
lot of agents have the assumption that it's like an automatic thing when you.
It is, there is nothing automatic about a void and release. Unless the two parties agree who gets the EMD, that EMD will sit in a file forever, no matter what. So I can't tell you how many checks I have sitting in escrow right now from files that were voided. Even if the buyer had to void because of being denied a loan. So it's written in the contract that they're protected with that. But if we don't receive a fully executed release stating who the EMD goes to, we cannot release it. It's become a real problem. And I also want to people to know that, look, MBH holds it as an escrow agent, but we don't negotiate. It is truly up to the listing agent and to the buyer agent to negotiate the terms. And I've seen a lot of heartache with these EMDs, and I've seen, them sit there forever because they can't decide who should get it. So void and releases, they don't automatically happen, no matter what's written in the contract. MBH won't release it unless both parties agree. And
Even
I
if
don't
you like us, even if we're EXP and you love us to death, you can't
and
even.
I do. I can't.
You can't.
I can't. Yes.
Listen
Yes.
to these guys. It's very important.
It is. These EMDs, this is what I see a lot. I see a lot of going back and forth between the two agents, and I have split so many EMDs between the seller and the buyer. I mean, that happens a lot. Because I think at one point they go, oh, well, nobody's going to get this money unless we actually come to an agreement, So I do see that a lot. Now we get, that's fine. But we have to have a buyer sign it and a seller signing it saying this is what they agreed to. Otherwise, it just sits in our escrow account, and we're going to finally send it to off. We're going to have an attorney go in front of a judge and interplead it and send it to whoever holds it. And it just sits there forever. So make sure all parties understand that it is not automatic. Right. And you get a lot of stubborn sellers, stubborn buyers, and so I think expectations, as a realtor, I think if that expectation or conversation is had, it really helps de-escalate a situation that could actually escalate and get really ugly. So as soon as something falls apart, no matter what reason, start having that conversation. Even give us a call, and I'll go to bat unless I can. Unless I can, and, and unless it's out of my decision and it's, if it's getting ugly, of course, we're going to send it to our corporate and our council to make that decision. And, right.
I was in an ugly arbitration earlier this year that was in Maryland, and it was just, oh my gosh. Yeah.
Was Kim part of it, or was it file it?
Yeah, she kind of, she directed us where to go to request arbitration.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and over the last year, those EMDs have been really big.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not talking $1,000 anymore. We're talking 10,000, 20,000.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And now my seller, they're actually going to court outside of the whole arbitration. That was the last stop, and then now they have to seek their own counsel and go outside. Yeah. So she's going all the way with it. She's dug her heels in. She's not giving.
Yep. Hey, and you know what? Sometimes that's great. I mean, I like to see that sometimes, especially when they're right. If they're in the right, I'm like, go for it and tell me what you need. If anything that I can provide, I will. So
good.
But in the end, you guys, we're here for you 100%. And we want to I always used to say, I want to make you guys look like a rock star at closing. Because if you don't look like a rock star at closing, then I haven't done my job. I mean, we can go through what we can go through, but then when we're at the closing table, it's not a party, but it's a celebration.
Oh, yeah. We had a great time. Was that this week, Kathy? Was that
I
this
was
week?
Petra. I don't know. I think I did my hands wrong. Anyways, yeah.
That was Halloween. We had a closing on Halloween. Yeah, we did a Cleopatra. Kathy was dressed up as Cleopatra.
I couldn't believe it. Yeah.
Guys, but the experience makes such a difference. I think that's why I love, going to MBAs, the experience that your clients have at the closing table, because that's a happy day. And Kathy and her team always makes it so exciting, gives them a bunch of gifts and swag, and we take pictures with props, and it's a great experience. And that's what, I think I get a lot of repeat business from that memorable experience. So it
is a celebration. So, but Tim, anytime you have questions about title and stuff, because I mean, in the end, that's what we really do. Other than support the agent and everything, we want to make sure that the title is free and clear. But there's always ways to work the title and then get it to closing, especially if we know the release is coming.
Appreciate that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hey, I had something that happened. I shared with Rod and the team the other day, was very interesting. That the same situation I was talking about earlier, my client had reached out because I knew we had a clear to close on her side, but still waiting for the deed. But the client, my buyer, she texted me and said, "Hey Tim, where do I need to send this the funds for closing?" And I said, I didn't get anything clear from the title company yet, so let me check on it. Reached out to the title company, reached out to the lender. Somebody had intercepted the email, put the letterhead of the title company on there, but the fonts and everything was wrong. So that kind of made my antennas go up. So I called everybody, come to find out somebody was trying to send her an email saying, "Hey, go ahead and wire your funds to this account." And it was like Alabama or something. And I was like, what? So come to find out, somebody tried to fraudulently have my client, and that's the first time this ever happened in my real estate career, wire some money to a different account. That money would have been gone, right?
Gone.
Yeah. And I told my client, I said, hold on, before I said, we didn't have that. Nobody has contacted me about we're getting ready to go to settle. So I said, don't do anything, full stop. Let me check on it and then I'll get back with you. And I stopped. And she didn't do anything. And thank God she didn't. But make sure, I know you guys send out a great email that says, do not wire, even though we do a wiring fraud addendum in the beginning at our consultation, you guys send out a great email that says, this is settlement, do not wire any funds. And I appreciate that you guys do that? Because right now we're like, there's a lot of fraud.
There's so much fraud with that, Tim, and this is something that I think we know it's important, but I think sometimes we think everybody knows, right? Because we've said it over and over. I have somebody, sign something at closing every time they close. Hey, wire fraud's rampant. Remember, MBH will never email you going, hey, you owe us more money, send it to this account. So with Qualia, we send all that information in Qualia. Anytime that we need funds for the closing, it's going to be in Qualia. We're not putting it out there in Outlook or anything like that, okay? Because we know wire fraud is rampant. So Tim, that is a huge thing that you brought up. I think every realtor and every title company, we just need to reiterate that wire fraud is rampant. And if you get an email saying, send your funds here, call the title company or call me. And you're right. If they had done that, their wire's scary. Once that button's gone and the wire's out, it is gone. So I'm sorry that happened to your buyer. We've had it here. And we just want to make sure that that does not happen to your clients. Man.
Thank you.
So good reminder for everybody to have the conversations, because we can have the conversations or we can have them sign something, right? I have them sign wire fraud, but if we actually don't literally say, don't take an email, if someone's asking you to wire money, call, period. Then maybe they'll hear that. But
That's good.
it's a big thing, and people are desperate now, so there's a lot of scams out there. We don't want anyone to lose any of their hard-earned money.
Right.
Now for MBH, depending, and every title company, I'm just saying MBH is so secure. We are a huge title company. We don't have Gmail. We actually have a separate entity that, we go through. I want to say we're 100% secure. We're as secure as we can possibly be, but it could happen, just like it can happen. Somebody can take your email and do the same thing. So just make sure you let your buyers and sellers know never to accept that. Give us a call.
Yep.
Pick up the phone.
Good. Hey, Kathy, I want to open it up for any of our new agents. If any of our agents had a question, Q&A, because we got some brand new agents on the line, brand new, almost out of school. So I just wanted to see if they had any questions. Any of our new agents or anybody, any questions?
Yeah, this is Andrew Smith. Good morning.
Good morning,
Everyone.
Andrew.
Yes, question, MBH, I'm not familiar with them. Are they in Maryland? What states are they located in?
We do DC, Maryland, and Virginia.
Okay.
So yes, hopefully we keep we are growing. We actually just partnered with District Title, which opens up a whole new avenue of business for us. And we can do any kind of closing, any kind, commercial, residential, obviously, and assumptions. Yes, Andrew. So we would love to, work with you. But we do Maryland. Yeah. If that's where you're licensed.
Yes, I'm licensed in Virginia currently, or will be licensed in Virginia, I should say. I'm waiting on my license.
Oh, wonderful. Yes.
Right.
Julie, I know Julie Turner, probably if we got you to Julie and myself, we will take care of anything that you need. So Julie's going to be on the phone call on Monday. She's going to kind of show you guys the wonderful tools that MBH has for you. Our real estate report cards. Phenomenal. We just rolled that out last week. So she's going to talk to you about the tools that we have online for you guys that can help you grow your business. We want to help you grow not only do we want you to send us business, we want to help you grow your business. So we're your partners. I mean, from marketing to education to anything, we're MBH is truly a partner of EXP.
Yeah, their team, they support a lot of our open houses, broker opens, we bring all the snacks and refreshments and everything.
We like doing food.
Yeah.
Yes, we like a good party. And we know what we're doing. We support you, and we can be fun. So, you know, when you
Yeah.
love what you do, it shows. Just if you love being a real estate agent, I love working the title side, and I want to be your partner. And then any kind of questions, if I don't have the answer, we have a plethora of attorneys that specialize in anything that you need with real estate, and we will always get you to who you need to get to.
Yep. Any other questions, guys? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I could talk about title all day long, but that's for another day. You know, I would like to do a little class on the nightmare title issues that we see.
Yeah.
But Rod, we'll get together and figure that
Okay.
out.
Good. So our new agents, you get a house under contract, you know what to do.
Yeah, give me a call. I am I'll send everybody out the information, and then Julie will too on Monday. So no question is stupid. No question is stupid. If it's a question, ask it.
Kathy, we've started a new agent academy with our team, the Dream Team, on Tuesdays, and I think you guys have done mock settlements before.
Oh yes.
So I would love to do one of those. We'll love to plan that with our new agents. It's every Tuesday at 8 a.m. we have our new agent academy with the Dream Team guys. So any of your new agents, make sure you plug them in on 8 a.m. Eastern time on Tuesdays. So Kathy, we'll connect to something like that. So
I would love to. I would love to. So you guys, give me a call anytime if you have questions. And as the market changes, you guys keep doing what you're doing. We're getting contracts. We're staying busy. The business is out there. You keep doing what you do. Don't stop. Don't give up. You just keep getting out there, and you will succeed. I know it. And then all this hard work that you're doing now, when the market starts shifting a little bit, you are going to reap the benefits of the hard work. So keep doing what you're doing.
awesome. All right. Thank you, Kathy. Appreciate you being on with us today.
All right. You guys have a wonderful day.
All right. Thank you. Okay. You too. All right. See ya. Hey guys, just 5 more minutes. Just stay on for a minute. Just a couple of things. Hey, did y'all enjoy that? Was that good info? Good information. Somebody took some notes.
Great information.
Stuff you can take apply. Okay. So want to just come back to kind of what we talked about when we kicked off our call, guys. It's the end of getting toward the end of the year. 2 more months left, beginning of November. We want to really finish the year out strong. Don't let up, guys. If I can stress this enough to you, the market has shifted. Things have changed. You want to really start doubling down, increasing everything that you were doing before. You got to, in this season, this market, you got to talk to more people. You got to be intentional about prospecting and time blocking. This is the time that you got to get more disciplined than ever with your schedule. Time blocking. When you get off this call from 9 to 11 or 9 to 12, you want to be making contacts. You want to be calling either expireds, for sale by owners. They're struggling now. They don't know what's going on. They can't get their houses sold. They need help. Calling folks, seeing who you can get in a house before Christmas, before the New Year's. You got to increase it, guys. You got to 10x everything, do 10 times what you were doing in the past in order to survive this new season. So it's going to be a lot of hurting agents out there, and we don't want it to be legacy builders and Dream Team. Trust me on this. You got to double down. Any comments on that? You got to increase. So be intentional about your prospecting, your lead generating. your marketing, your branding, do more of everything, more social media, more Instagram posts, more videos, more of everything. If you just write that down, take that to note, I got to do more of everything in order to get more business coming in order to even maintain what you did last year. And to go to that lake summit, those who are running for capping, those who are with EXP and you're playing the cap, or you're running for Icon, you're gonna have to do double. You're gonna have to do a whole lot more than what you did last year in order to get to that same point. So you can't coast. It's not the time to coast, guys. You got to crank and increase everything. Does that make sense, y'all?
Yes, it does.
All right. Any final comments, guys? Any other questions from anybody, new agents, or anybody? Any questions on anything you heard today? Or y'all quiet? This is a mastermind. Y'all quiet.
Not really a question. Just want to
Okay.
thank Shona for hopping on the call today. She's going to be one of our newest EXP agents out of Detroit. She is ready to kill it. So yeah, she'll be on probably within the next couple of days. So yeah. Thanks,
Awesome.
Shona.
Welcome, Shauna. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the dream team.
Welcome. Good morning. Thank you all. I'm really excited to start my journey with EXP. Thank you, Cameron, for the opportunity and all the great information. And I'm just super excited. My daughter's probably going to start screaming, so I'm putting myself back on mute.
All right. Hey, you're part of one of the top agents with the team, Cam, luxury agent, multi-million-dollar agent producer. So you're definitely with the right person. So I want to say welcome to the team. Get ready for amazing 2023. You guys, start putting your 2023 goals on paper. Has anybody started their 2023 goals? Has already put it on paper and got an idea what you want to do?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Do that, guys. Don't wait to January. Don't even wait to December. You want to have the mindset we're already in 2023. You're ramping up. Don't start January. You're already running into 2023. You're already killing it. You want to have closings come January 1st. That first month, you want to already have closings lined up. Agents wait, they chill, they take off these next 2 months and they don't have closings until April, May. Don't be one of those agents, guys. Run hard now. Start putting your goals on paper. Start writing your affirmations. Start speaking and declaring what you want to see happen in your life, your business, that in 2023. That anybody believe that 2023 is going to be your best year ever?
Without a shadow of doubt.
Earning more money, giving more money. For those who you have giving goals, like I want to give more than I've ever given before. That means I'm going to earn more than I've ever earned before. High 6 figures, high 7-figure earners this year in 2023, more icons. Who's running for icon? Who's going to be icon in 2023?
I'm an icon 2023.
Ooh, all right, Jimmy, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm an icon.
I'm trying to be a double icon in 2023.
Ooh, Cam say double an icon, double icon. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I did that, Cam. So hit icon twice in the same year. So you can do it.
Yes, icon in 2023.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
That means you're qualifying and you reset. You qualify in that year, you reset, cap, and hit icon again in the same year. So you got to run, guys, but you got to run hard. It's a different market right now. It's a different market. I keep saying it's a different market. You're going to have to run hard. Harder than you got to pick up the pace. You got to pick up the pace. You can't be just dragging. What you say in the Marine Corps, lollygagging, whatever that means, but it's moving slow. All right, guys, I'm going to let y'all go. Have a blessed one, and we'll see everybody, see Dream Team on Monday morning.
Have a great weekend.
All right, have a blessed weekend.
All right, have a blessed weekend. Make sure y'all go to church on Sunday. All right. All